This segment of Panther Sports Talk is brought to you by CFU, the power of service.
Welcome back to Panther Sports Talk. The college golf season is in full swing, and a longtime UNI head coach, John Bermel, has been taking both the men's and women's teams to some real competitive tournaments the past 2 months. With the Missouri Valley Conference Championships only a couple of weeks away, this is a critical time period for the golfers. Here's a look now at the 2015 UNI women's golf team.
Well, you know, when we started out at Prim, it didn't go very well for us. But the hard part is the first time we were on grass. I mean, chipping and putting, and it made such a big difference. And the problem out at Prim is that there's so much water there that you can't get away with anything. And we didn't play very well. And the nice part is we came back at Indianapolis, and we had a nice tournament there, and we saw some really, really good scores there with Paige shooting 73 and Sonia shooting 75. We had some nice team score there too. The second round was a nice score for us, and probably should have had the low round of the tournament. We didn't finish real well, but it's nice to see some good scores. Yeah, and Paige and Sonia are definitely a nice way to start because they both have played some good rounds of golf, and you know, they're not as consistent yet this early in the season, but sure had some nice rounds. And Allison's come up with a couple of good rounds, and so has Maddie. So you know, we've noticed some good scores. We just got to be more consistent and have them all shooting them at the same time. Well, it starts with Paige Van Dyke. Paige is a tremendous player, and she hits the ball so far. She's going to be close to one of the longest players in our conference. And Maddie Birch is the same way. Maddie's a state champ too, and you know, same thing. Iowa girl that hasn't had this much meaning in rounds this early. But they'll be there. I think they're too good of players not to be. Allison Rollinger, she went through it last year as a sophomore. You know, she knows what it's about. And Sonia and Taylor, you know, being their third year on the varsity, they know exactly what we have to do. And so it's just a matter of getting prepared and ready to go in 2 weeks. Yeah, you know, when it's so cold, it's so miserable trying to practice. And, you know, with the weather like it is now, it's a lot easier to get them out and practice. And, you know, we're finally starting to see some of our practice pay off a little bit too. Definitely. This is what leads up to it. And you know, the nice part is maybe they really don't know how important the conference championship is. So the next couple of meets are building up for our conference championship. And this last week, you know, when we beat Illinois State the first day in the 36-hole first day, it's going to give them a little bit more confidence because Illinois State's going to be picked to get in the top 3 in the conference, and for us to go in there and beat them after 36 holes was a good start for the rest of our season. Yeah, we're going to play at Spirit Hollow down in Burlington, Iowa, which the nice part is it's a neutral site. I don't think any of our girls have ever played there, but nobody else has in the conference either. It's a great golf course, and I think they'll enjoy it. The nice part for us is that it's probably not the longest golf course we'll play all year, and I think that plays into our hands a little bit because we do have a tendency to hit a little bit further. So